welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri Martin, and we are the WCN Interactive Team, Business Growth, Marketing, and Social Media Consultants, helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
For growth, prosperity, and success. And each Wednesday at 12 noon on TalkNetworkRadio.com, we share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
That's right, Richard. And I'll tell you what, today's conversation is going to be a little different. We were not here last week and due to a certain person's named Irma, a storm named Irma. So we're going to just kind of talk a little bit today and have our producer, Jeff Heiser, join us in the conversation about the impact of Irma on businesses, communities, families, both personally and professionally. And we're really going to just share our experiences and kind of vent a little bit today, I think, because it has been a crazy 2 weeks prepping for the storm and then the aftermath, going through the storm, the aftermath of the storm, and then kind of getting back to somewhat normalcy this week, which to me doesn't seem normal. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. But we do, of course, want to make sure everyone knows to come like us on Facebook at So Social Radio Show. We do have a top pin post there about the show today. Also, our call-in phone number is on that post. We would love to have you call in today and join in on the conversation. The number to call is 321-806-3159. Again, 321-806-3159. We'd love to kind of hear some of your thoughts on our conversation today. But we're going to keep it, we're not going to be negative. We're going to stay positive, but we're going to really kind of let some of our own feelings out and feelings that we've heard from other people along the way as well, what they've been experiencing. So I know it's going to be a great conversation, but we do, of course, want to make sure we thank our sponsors and our partners here first.
Absolutely so. I want to start out with Toastmasters, a leader in communications and leadership development. Find out how you can improve your speaking and leadership skills. Visit toastmastersd84.org.
Also, Business Acceleration Summit. This is a rapid growth business summit for social entrepreneurs to mastermind and grow their business while creating a deeper impact on their clients and community. Now, this Business Acceleration Summit is next week here in Brevard County, in Melbourne, Florida, on the beach at Crowne Plaza Oceanfront. The dates are September 28th, 29th, and 30th, and you can actually register at businessaccelerationsummit.com. This is just what businesses need at this time, so definitely come join us next Friday, or Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 28th through 30th at businessaccelerationsummit.com.
Absolutely, and we'll be having a little bit to do with that also, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. Come see us there, too. And everythingbrevard.com, a Brevard County, Florida community website. Keep up to date with everything that's happening in Brevard and get your business listing on everythingbrevard.com.
Sheer Artisans Salon and Art Gallery, a full-service salon specializing in hair color, skincare, and makeup, located in the shops of West Melbourne, Florida, at 1533 West New Haven Avenue. The salon hosts a gallery of fine artwork from local artists as well. Make sure you contact Sheer Artisans at 321-729-8989. That's 321-729-8989. And I know Amanda has some exciting things happening there with the fall season, because especially makeup for the Halloween holiday. So we'll be sharing more about that in the next couple of weeks.
That's going to really be fun.
It will be. She is an amazing makeup artist. Actually was on the set of the Titanic. And she is very skilled, not only within the makeup as well as her hair art. She's a hair artist as well. So
yes.
Cool. Well, Richard, as I said, we have Jeff Heiser here with us here in the studio, of course, but also he's going to be joining in the conversation. And for those that we talk about Jeff a lot, he is the producer of our So Social radio show. He's also the founder and owner of Talk Network Radio, has brought radio into the 21st century. Thank you, Jeff. And he's also the owner of Media Fish Productions and I Think Differently. So, hello, Jeff.
Good morning.
I read a post that you posted earlier today, so I know this conversation is going to be really fun.
I'm disappointed that it says I have to stay positive. A lot of people know me. I really truly try to stay positive, so I will stay positive during the show.
I know you will.
All right, what's the odds on this bet? I want to call Vegas real quick.
Well, for our audience, Jeff does not have power yet, but FPL says he does. We went through that last week, so we totally understand the frustration. So more on that in a few moments. But I know, Richard, you wanted to share a little bit about to be on the positive side, about what the lessons have been that we've learned and the experience we've had. We actually did not evacuate where Jeff did. So we're going to kind of go into that a little bit too, about the differences about evacuating, staying put, and then leaving the state with how many other thousands and thousands of people?
Millions.
Millions and millions, yes.
One of the things, I'm a bred and born Floridian. In fact, I was born in the outskirts of a hurricane in Miami, Florida. And the hurricane went between Miami and Fort Lauderdale, so I say I was born in a hurricane anyway on that. But, there is something about hurricanes that you can't get very far out ahead of them. I mean, we just look at what's happening going through the Caribbean now as Puerto Rico is experiencing now. That hurricane was supposed to go way east, and now it's going between the mountains and San Juan, and it just moves. It's an organic beast of itself, and that's what life is. That's what being a person is all about. We're all organic, and we move to our own steps, to our own desires, to our own wishes, and that's what's fun. We have to react to everything else that happened, whether it's a hurricane, whether it's having a flat tire in the middle of the interstate, or getting caught in one of the 4 million people on the turnpike, going in or going out. It doesn't matter. I know a lot of people that went up to Georgia early, and then they decided, well, we need to move over one state, so they jumped from Georgia to Alabama, and then that got too close. So then it's going to go up the west side and say, well, we got to jump over to Mississippi. It's all about being self-reliant and making common sense out of things that don't normally make sense.
Well, Richard, that's the problem.
Whoops.
Because, I hear what you're saying, and having been on the road with, depending on who you listen to, it was between 9 and I think they said 3.5 million people actually evacuated to some place. And if you've ever evacuated from Florida, there are actually only 2 main roads.
Yep.
You got it.
And if you're heading west, there's 1 main road, and that's it. And people seem to think that it's all about them. And if you evacuated, you would have quickly realized that it's me and nobody else, and I'm out of here. And it became parking lots and a lot of unhappy people. And I've got a lot to say about this. So
that's fine.
And
because people get out there and they don't realize what you just said. It becomes a parking lot, and sooner or later that parking lot is going to consume all the fuel in your vehicle.
And it did. We left from Merritt Island. There wasn't a fuel station that had fuel until we got past Tallahassee.
Whoa.
And there were cars, they opened up the shoulders of the roads. So instead of 3 lanes, there was 5 lanes, and there were cars running out of gas on the shoulders of the road. And these people are traveling at 70 miles an hour on the shoulders, coming to screeching halts. And
that's scary.
nobody it's like, I've got to get out of here. I'm out of here, and nobody's going to stop me. And it's like, holy smokes.
Is the panic mode is what it was, because I know with us, I have family in Naples. We have family in the Keys, Kajoki, which took the direct hit. And all my family up north was like, Cheri, you're on a barrier island. You've got to get out of there. And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere until I know exactly where it's going. And our first original thought, I think I even told you, we were heading to Naples, because that's where we went to in 2004. We had Jean and Francis come up into our area here. That was the only place to go that the traffic was going southwest. And we were safe in Naples, and we got back quick after that because we were going against the traffic.
Yeah, there was nothing quick about this one.
No, well, the fact of the matter is, had we gone to Naples, I mean, my sister took the direct hit there, you know?
You know, I want to share something with you. And this is a part of being prepared for a storm. Everybody thinks it's all about getting water and getting gas and doing all these different things.
Shutters.
That's great. But when you have to leave, okay, and you have to get on a road that literally there were millions of people that evacuated. You have to know how to get out of the state, and your navigation system on your car or on your phone is not going to tell you how to do that. My wife and I talked to several hundred people along the way. Not one person had a map.
Wow.
You should have a map if you live in Florida. That's the way we got back, was on all of the back roads. And it still took us 2 days, literally, to get back.
And you went, Mississippi, right?
We went to Mississippi, yeah. And then when we came back, we started coming back, I-10 was literally a parking lot. We pulled in to Escambia rest area, slept the night there, and there were thousands of people there. Mm-hmm. I mean, and they were outside talking. We pulled in at like 2 o'clock in the morning. People are outside talking and walking around, and there was just, it was unbelievable. In the morning, all these people hit the road, plus the people that are already on the road. And if you're familiar with Florida and I-10, there's this thing called Escambia County Bay Bridge.
Yep.
We know it.
Certainly is. Been on it a lot.
Yeah. Well, it took us 3.5 hours to go from the rest area across that bridge. So we immediately got off. We went to Highway 98, which is a coastal road, which we were very fortunate that a lot of people had evacuated, and we had a lot of fuel. It wasn't fortunate for the other people because a lot of people thought they were going to go that road too, and immediately got off because everything was boarded up. There was no power. There was no fuel. There was nothing.
So did you carry fuel with you then?
My vehicle can go 400 or 500 miles. So we made sure that we filled up outside of Florida. Mm-hmm. And so we were able to go all the way without getting any fuel all the way to Perry, and we still had fuel left, which was fortunate that we are diesel, and there was still a lot of diesel left. Forget about any kind of gasoline. Mm-hmm. Gasoline was, and you had to make sure they had power. The one place that we stopped at for the night in just past Apalachicola, we pulled in at 6:30, I think it was, and they had just got their power on, and there was no place else. I mean, so it was like, but the point about being prepared is you have to think these things through. I want to share a story with you. A family member, I won't say whether it was my nephew or not, posted all over the place that he was ready for this storm, and he had a case of beer, and he was ready to go, right?